with globalization and with like digital content, the fact that we made it on YouTube.
Right.
We didn't knock on a network's door and say, oh, please make this idea. We made it and they watched it. So I think that is progress.
Quabs, your first directing job isn't necessarily going to be perfect.
I just want something decent. The only people in this house without a job is you and the baby. Oh, Quabs, you good? I'm looking for my first opportunity.
You know what? I respect the hustle.
Never have I seen a black man directing. So don't mess up.
Congratulations on a great show and a great second season. And also the rave reviews you got in the UK, because the show's already been out for a while. The critical acclaim wasn't something you were anticipating when you first released the show, was it?
No, to be honest, we just made the show wanting to make something fun, wanting to make something that reflected me and my friends' experiences. And the fact that it's in the Netherlands is beyond what we dreamt could come true. So I'm just grateful.
You knew it was good, right?
I thought it was good. I mean, we made it. So we all thought it was good. Especially at the time, we were just film school graduates. To think that we would be able to make a body of work that would be comparable to the people we look up to be in the same room as Steve Knight, who makes like Peaky Blinders, and Jack Thorne, Adolescents. Like you never assume that you'd just be sitting on a table and they're like over there,
But it did happen because you were invited to the BAFTAs.
Yes,
you won.
Yes, we did. We won, and even that was a surprise. I think everybody was surprised actually.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, who's that guy? Which is great for us, but it just really showed. It felt like a nice reward to all the hard work that we'd been putting in for years. We started on YouTube, and then finally got picked up by the BBC. So it felt like a celebration of the people from the internet, who like the people who are really independent. So I claim it as a win for all of us.
And now the second season,
Yes.
To me it seems bolder and more secure of itself, or more aware of itself.
Thank you.
And it's also more about the other people. It's not just about Kwabene, who you play, but it's also about Amy, it's about Maurice, it's about his mom.
Yes. The first season, to be honest, I'm surprised it's good. Because we literally were figuring out, everybody was making a TV show for the first time, including the production company. So we were just figuring it out as we're going along, and we made loads of mistakes along the way. Whereas season 2, we came into the room like, right, so we've done this, we know how to do it, let's just do it again, and just not do all the bad stuff. So that's why we kind of took more leaps, took more risks, expanded storylines, because again, season 2, we had the benefit of, we know what the audience is like as well. So we had that decision to be like, okay, cool, people like his mom, let's give them a bit more. Or, people like Amy, let's see what Amy's family is like. That's the beauty of like a second season, where you've sat with the characters longer, you know them now. So now that we knew everybody, we just thought, well, how much fun can we have with them? And so that's why I think it feels like a more cohesive body of work.
And you're also having more fun with the dream or the daydream set.
Right. Yeah, because again, the show's called Dreaming Whilst Black.
Yes.
And the first iteration of it were these flashbacks. Like, he'd imagine, I'd say something new, but I didn't. So we wanted to keep that element of dreaming. And we just thought, well, since the audience knows it's a dream, why pretend?
Make it wild.
Just make it wild. So we started just making parodies of shows that we love. So that's like in episode 1, we have an Oliver Twist dream, because why not? We have another dream which is almost like a Bridgerton-esque, because again, why not? We're fans of the show. Hopefully they're a fan of what we did. So I think this season we just wanted to be more playful. and just have fun.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, and thank you for inviting me.
Oh, not at all, not at all. Loved your short, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I've heard that you're looking for your first TV job.
I just want to tell stories that matter.
Well, we've got something that really champions black women's voices.
Okay.
It's called Baby Mudders, a group of single mums struggling to survive in Brixton who form a reggae choir.
It's called Black Love, actually. Think Love Actually, but instead of Christmas, it takes place at Notting Hill Carnival. It's a sweeping rom-com.
Okay.
Torn apart by violent stabbing.
So it's about a black woman business owner in Victorian England who employed freed slaves.
Oh, what type of business did you run?
A brothel.
Actually thinking about it,
Got one that's perfect for you.
Cut from a different Kente.
Grime and Punishment.
A gritty sci-fi about the illegal drug trade across the galaxy. It's called Mandem in Outer Space.
The show has a lot of heart, it has a lot of humor, but it can also be or get pretty real. The first season, it showcased a lot of microaggressions and casual racism that black people face on a daily basis in the UK.
It does.
And the second season kind of zooms in on the entertainment industry and inequality and the false belief that things have gotten better.
Right.
Why is that the main focus this time?
You know, I think because even though we started the show much like way before 2020, but the show came out post 2020, and loads of Black and Asian shows came out in the UK at that time, and you know, love loads of them, and you know, thought loads were great. But when we started doing season 2, we started hearing from friends that, oh, all these shows are getting canceled. And there was this element of thinking, oh man, like what's happening around us? And it felt like, at least amongst a lot of people in the community, that, oh, our time is done. Like we've done that, tick the box, great, let's go back to regular programming. And I guess as writers who were writing a show about the industry, it felt like if we're one of the few people who are in a position to even say it, because you know the show's about the industry. So it felt like it was important for us to shine a light, not on ourselves, but of our friends, and like, look, this is the aftermath of what, like, you know, Black Lives Matter and like this is what happens now, and it just felt important that we reflected the times that we were in.
Since she's been looking, him still can't find a job.
No, uncle, I'm just saying I'm being selective about the jobs I choose.
Oh, so you're choosing poverty.
Claude, left the boy alone, eh? He must figure himself out. There's figuring himself out and there's living at home doing nothing.
Uncle, you literally cussed me out for selling out Dovin, but now you're saying I should take any job.
Well, you sell him out already, boy. Unless you're selling it for free. Wait, a charity this?
Surely he's working small, no?
Work, which part? Where? Kwabena is the only black man in England that never get no work after Black Lives Matter.
They even want me to come out of retirement and I'm not as black as he is.
Barely black.
You and this backside light-skin business again.
Sis.
What?
You have a point. No, but the point is about integrity. If I can stay at home, save a bit of money, and just curate my career, I don't see what the problem is. That's the problem right there, boy. Right there. Let me ask you, how much you can buy with integrity nowadays? Look on your mother. She still have on her lanyard because she have to go to work today on a Saturday because her broad-backed son want to curate him career. Get a life, boy.
In the first season, Kwabena was dreaming about becoming a film director. In this second season, he actually gets to direct a TV show.
Yes.
But it's not as dreamy as he thought it would be. I've read that you often joke on set that this show is actually a documentary.
Yeah. In many ways that people would want to think, we think the show is a documentary, even if not ourselves, because again, the writing community in the UK is small. So, you know, when, like, we all know each other. So when you now hear this on this set or that on that set, you're like, wait, what? And we're just like, right, so, and they'll tell you, like you should put this in the show, bro. This happened to me. So that's why we joke that it's a documentary, because early on we made a rule that we wouldn't invent a racial joke. Because we didn't want, if someone said, oh, you know, you just made it up, it wasn't real. It's like, oh no, we have the receipt. This person on this date in this workplace experienced that thing. We haven't made it up, we've just presented it. So that's why we joke it's a documentary, because it's fun, and it is funny. Obviously we presented it in a funny way, but it is also true. So we should, at some point, unpack, like, let's talk about why this happens, you know?
Yeah. Do you hope to achieve something with showing this? Does that work? Because people look at it and go like, oh, that's not me, that's the other guy.
Right. To be honest, I think teachers' jobs is to teach, preachers' jobs is to preach. I'm neither of those things. I'm a writer. I write comedy, so I hope that when you watched it, you laughed. You know, if that laughter then sparks a deeper conversation, fantastic. Like, we would love that. But on the most basic level, we wanted you to laugh. So if it does spark a conversation, fantastic. If it doesn't, that's okay. I just hope you enjoyed yourself.
Please, sir. I want some more.
More?
No, not more. Just the same as you.
We've given you blacks so much already.
And we're grateful, but is it too much to ask for?
Kwabena Robinson has asked for more. For more?
If we give them all more, there'll be nothing left for us.
Why should we give you more?
I may be black, but I'm not like those blacks.
Have more of this.
You mentioned the boom of shows that came out after 2020, made by diverse creators. Your show is one of the only ones that's still standing, and hopefully gets a third
We hope so.
season.
We're waiting. We'll see what happens.
And you wrote this incredible opinion piece about the industry, and you mentioned how the success of this show doesn't mean there's progress. It means it's
the same.
Can you see change happening, or is this? Are we back to normal before 2020?
Look, I think the advancement of technology and the advancement of the globalization has made a genuine change. I remember when I first came into the industry, an older black guy said to me, look, it happens in waves. So when the wave comes, ride it for as long as you can, save up as much money as you can, because when the wave goes, you're done. But I think what's changed is, for example, when he was coming up in the industry, there weren't streamers. You know, America didn't have, like now, you know, like America has, these tech companies have an imprint in everywhere.
Yeah.
So I do think that with globalization and with like digital content, the fact that we made it on YouTube, we didn't knock on a network's door and say, oh, please make this idea. We made it and they watched it. So I think that is progress. You know, whether that's someone personally making progress for us or just technology advancements just makes it easier. I think it's removed the number of gatekeepers, and I think it's opened there are more doors available.
One of the things I read, which I liked very much, is that whenever they ask you during a job interview what you would like to make, your answer is The Crown.
Yes.
Which surprises them.
Right.
But I love it. Why do you want to make The Crown?
Oh, because I think the job of a filmmaker is to immerse an audience member, regardless of their demographic, into a character and take you on a journey with them. The royal family of the most powerful empire to exist is the furthest from me. She is not my race, she is not my gender. I'm sure if they sell one thing in any room, it's worth more than my whole family's bank account put together. But they managed to make me watch The Crown, and I'm sitting thinking, damn, Queen Elizabeth's really going through it. They should be nicer to her. Like, you know, I'm stressed. I'm stressed with Auntie Lizzie, you know. I think that's a skill.
Mm-hmm.
That is a skill. And that's why I said, no, I'd love to. It's such a restrained and well-paced drama, even though they're telling a story about a character who is the most removed from everybody. So I'm like, to successfully do that at the pace in which they do it, for me is a sign of excellent writing. So I'm like, I want to work on the best. So that's why I'd love to make The Crown.
Well, here's hoping. Right?
Right. Call my agent.
Yeah.
Right.